The early morning mist was soon replaced by bright sunshine, and the show field on the Coleraine Road was soon abuzz of activity. This event, generously sponsored by River Ridge Recycling, had something for everyone young and not so young. Trade stands of all arts and crafts reported great interest, and lots of business carried out. Food stalls and ice cream vans were sold out by the end of the day. Children's amusements were in constant demand, as were the pony rides. There was keen interest in a miniature donkey display, especially the newborn foal. The chairman of the club, Mr. Nevin Smith, commented on a very successful Clydesdale show. He said the first class of mares and foals was truly magnificent, one of the best I have seen at any agricultural show this year. Special praise has to be given to Victor Millen. His colt foal Ballanrace Norman, at only 6 months of age, went on to win the male championship. This foal has been sold into the Dowra Clydesdale stud and will soon cross the Irish Sea to compete on the Scottish show circuit. The judge, Mr. Noel Porter, is confident that this foal will enjoy more success in the future and has the potential to become a breeding stallion. The Supreme Championship was won by Jeffrey Tanner with Downhill Daisy. Reserve champion was Sandra Henderson with Cromer Roxy. In the ridden Clydesdale section, Joanne Dunlop and Julie Wilson gave an outstanding display of heavy horse riding skills. Jessica Ryan beat off strong opposition to win the young handlers class and collect the Mervyn Stewart Memorial Cup. There were many other popular competitors in the horse arena. Declan Ferris drove an Irish jaunting car dated 1904 with Anne and Sean Faulkner on board. The theme of this exhibit was based on the Quiet Man film alias John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara. This exhibit was drawn by a traditional Irish cob called Sam, aged 24 years and owned by Bertie Faulkner, a well-known local vintage horse plowman. Tommy Irwin, from Fintona, showed a magnificent white wedding carriage and 2 fine black Friesian horses, Eric and Joachim. John Weir had a beautifully decorated cob and farm cart exhibit drawn by Rose Hall Alexander. Local musician, John Knox, entertained the crowds with his own brand of country music. In between, one could hear the hum of the club's vintage threshing mill and Fordson tractor. For many of the senior citizens, this brought back fond memories of the harvest scene in years gone by. For the club members, this exhibit was a tribute to Raymond Boyce, who sadly passed away last December. Raymond was dedicated to the restoration and upkeep of the threshing mill, as well as being club secretary for many years. The pet dog show is always a popular event at the show. This year's winner was George, the German Shepherd, second Frankie the Dachshund, owned by Annie, and third Dora the Pug. The veteran prize was awarded to Scamp, a 14-year-old Jack Russell. Special awards were allocated to Spot for the waggiest tail. Penny was the nicest cross, and Keely, the Beagle, was the best-dressed dog. The vintage vehicle part of the show was also a huge success. Vice chairman of the club, Gerald Stewart, commented the vintage tractors section was equally as large as in previous years, and the vintage car section was absolutely outstanding. It really was a mammoth task to make room for all exhibits. However, we had to relocate the huge steam engines and lorries to the main street. A large exhibit of military-type vehicles was also a great center of attraction. The club wished to again thank their major sponsor, River Ridge Recycling. They are a fantastic supporter of the local community in terms of employment and waste disposal facilities. The club are also thankful to all other businesses who gave financial support, loaned equipment, or helped in any other way. The garvagh show reflects local organizations, Egg, Main Street Church Catering Group, garvagh YFC, and many others coming together to have a fun day out and raise worthwhile funds for various local charities. Results of the Clydesdale show as follows: Broodmare Class Tom Fleming Cup, Sam Mickey Hollybank Primrose Filly Foal Class, Sam Mickey Hollybank Miss Molly Colt Foal Class, Victor Millen Ballanrace Norman Best Foal O'Connell Garage Cup, Sam Mickey Hollybank Miss Molly Yelled Mare Booth Cup, Sandra Henderson Cromore ROXY 3-year-old Gelding Hugh Scott Cup, Vandar Scott Rove UANDREW 2-year-old Colt Wonder Store Cup, Sam Park Darlow MAC CFIN 2-year-old filly Farlow Cup at 0 Boyle Rose Gift SALLY 1-year-old filly Bell's Supermarket Shield Jeffrey Tenor Downhill Daisy Riding Clydesdale Janine Dunlop Rose Hall Zoe Young Handlers Robert Scott Cup Jessica Ryan Supreme Champion Jack Linton Cup Jeffrey Tenor Downhill Desai Reserve Champion Nevin Smith Cup Sandra Henderson Crowmore Oaks Female Champion Ulster Bank Cup Victor Millen Ballon Race Norman